and welcome to the official commencement ceremony for the 2017 graduating class of Liberty High School. My name is Riley McNutt, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for the evening. Class of 2017, we've waited 13 years for this day, and it is finally here. In just a few short months, our Patriot family will be spread far and wide, but tonight we celebrate once more as the 2017 graduating class of Liberty High School. Now, before we begin, I ask you all to please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the field as we welcome Navy Junior Officers Training Corps Color Guard for the presentation of the colors. We ask that you remain standing until the retiring of the colors following the singing of our national anthem by senior Tiffany Yamasaki.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Tiffany and the Liberty Color Guard. Now, our first speaker is not too hard to spot around the school. Just look across the commons and you'll definitely see him towering above all of the students. This man is an exemplary educator with over 16 years of experience in the field of education. He has taught for 10 years and has served as Liberty's vice principal for 5 years. Therefore, it was no doubt that with such extensive experience, this man was most qualified to step up and fulfill the role of principal of Liberty High School in this past year. We thank him for our service to our class in this past year. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please help me welcome our principal, Mr. Sean Martin.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and welcome to our commencement exercises, recognizing the graduating class of 2017. It's with great honor and pride in our school and our graduates that I welcome you to this very special occasion. At this time, please allow me to acknowledge and introduce a number of important members of the Liberty community who are in attendance. Superintendent of Schools Ron Thiele, School Board members Marnie Moraldo, Lisa Callan, Dr. Harlan Gallinger, Ann Moore, and Suzanne Weaver, Executive Director of High Schools Paula Phelps, Liberty High School Assistant Principals Ms. Erin McKee and Ms. Carrie Reckling, Faculty Speaker Mr. Thomas Kennedy, and seated with the graduates and announcing the graduates today, Ms. Julie Larson and Mr. Henry Lovell. So the Liberty High School graduating class of 2017 is a remarkable group of people. Their academic achievements, their athletic accomplishments, their artistic ability, scholarly awards, the willingness of this class to engage in community service, and what I can only really call the heart of this class. Gathered here today, they are nothing short of amazing. I've been very fortunate over the last 4 years to see firsthand the resilience, the growth, and the compassion that each of you has shown. And it's been quite a journey. When you first arrived at Liberty High School as freshmen, you were excited, you were a little nervous, uncertain what this high school career would bring, and you showed up at Liberty High School and you saw a construction zone with a parking lot full of portable classrooms and a giant crater where the 5,000 wing would someday stand. And if you happen to be in the position of having a schedule of, for example, English and then PE and then woodshop with Mr. McIntosh and then back to get some math, you were running all over the school and about a 5-minute passing period. And thinking about it now, I mean, really, Mr. Tremblay and I really should have thought about that and decided to give you a little bit of PE credit, because that's pretty much a 5K that you were doing every single day to get from class to class. But really, you started to get used to it. You adjusted, you came through, and then by the time you were really getting into your groove with that, it started to rain. But I knew that there was something special about this class when I saw how you, as freshmen, were handling this. You were able to go with it. You were focused on your goals. You were still enjoying high school, looking out for each other, and it really didn't faze you. And through the rest of your high school career, greater challenges and life-changing moments started to present themselves, and this resilience and perseverance revealed itself again and again. You grew older, and something else became apparent about the character and the heart of your class, and that is compassion. Through some very difficult times, the loss of loved ones, the loss of fellow students, life-altering challenges, emergencies faced by yourselves, your friends, your families, disruption to school routines, other situations that created what could be obstacles. This group rose up together again and again. The strength and compassion that's core to this class came through, and this has been incredible to witness. We, as the faculty and staff of the school, we can teach, we can guide, encourage, facilitate, but we can't teach that. That was something that was just part of who you are. This compassion, this resilience is in each of you. And that's what I'll remember most about your class, the class of 2017. The impact that this has had upon the school community, upon the classes that are both older and younger than you, is real and it's tangible, and it's very powerful. I'm often asked about the culture of Liberty High School. I'm asked, what is it that makes your school so different? What is it about Liberty that gives it this unique feel? Most of these questions come from principals or teachers or coaches of opposing teams when they come to visit our school. And really, they're just asking because they sense something. They've been in high schools their whole careers, and there's something different when they walk into our school. They can't put their finger on it, but there is a difference. There's a warmth, a cohesion, a school-wide environment. And this is your compassion and resilience in action. It's tangible. We show it through our record-breaking fundraisers to fight cancer, food drives that every year almost overwhelm the Issaquah Food Bank. And it's observable in how you treat each other. Regardless of differences or challenges, you care for each other, support each other, and you welcome each other. And it's this culture, it's this piece of you that they're sensing. It's core to Liberty High School because you've embodied this and you've lived this throughout your career. And now, as you prepare to move on to your next chapter, I implore you to keep this resilience and this compassion at the forefront of your thoughts. the core of your decisions, and at the heart of who you are. They're incredible areas of strength, and these will carry you through life events, through choices, and through the challenges that will come your way. High school is a foundation. Through your classes and academic experiences, you've learned skills and content that'll serve you very well in your future careers and educational endeavors. But in addition, there's some things that are even more important, and you've begun to learn who you are. You've learned how to overcome challenges, how to think through problems, how to treat each other with care and respect, and draw on these experiences, becoming wiser and stronger as you face what comes next. So to the parents and families and friends of our graduates tonight, I thank you for sharing these wonderful young people with us for 4 years. It's been a joy to see your children grow, learn, and become these remarkable adults that are sitting here before me today. Liberty High School graduating class of 2017, I am very proud of you. I'll miss you. And I can't wait to hear the wonderful accomplishments and adventures that are going to come your way in the next stages of your life. Congratulations. At this time, please welcome the Liberty High School Choir under the direction of Ms. Robin Wood.
Thank you, choir. This person's positivity precedes him. His kind heart and reliability define his character. He is the first to lend a helping hand to a friend in need. And whether we encounter this patriot on a daily basis, we know that he has actively invested time into our graduating class by serving on ASB for 3 years. Please join me in welcoming the patriot we chose as our class of 2017 graduation speaker, Mr. David Rand.
Thank you, Riley. And thank you, staff, family, friends, and of course, fellow graduates. Hi, my name is David, and if you have no idea who I am, well, we went to high school together. I was told to think of why I was voted to speak. And after weeks of wallowing in my indecisiveness, I could honestly not figure it out. I mean, people, I'm really weird. Seriously. I hate avocados and bananas. They're disgusting. I drive a minivan like a 40-year-old man. I would prefer to always be barefoot. I decided to take physics with Mr. Buckley for 2 years. And I wiggle my ears when I get stressed. But I digress. Why would anyone ever need to know this about me? Well, my life coach, the illustrious Henry Level, told me, David, tell them why you're prepared for your future, and tell them how they can be prepared for their future. Well, I'm younger than almost all of you, so I don't think I can really give you advice how you personally can be prepared for your future. But telling you these personal facts, these little details, so that you can know who I truly am, is why I am prepared for my future. I spent my high school experience building relationships with many of you. Even though I sacrificed some, a lot of homework to do so. This relationship building started with me being vulnerable, having the courage to open up and show people who I truly am. I see faces in this crowd right here who have seen me shed the really rare tear, who have driven me to the depths of Seattle on a whim, and who have saved me from failing a test. I'm proud to share in the excitement of my friends who are National History Day qualifiers, state athletes, state musicians, NJROTC members, unparalleled in their volunteer hours, DECA national qualifiers, and so much more. My success has started with these relationships. And for the next few years of your life, you may feel alone, separated from your parents and free Wi-Fi. But these relationships can be your sounding board. You'll have people to confide in, people to share in your excitement, and people to tell you when you're just being an idiot. These relationships can give you a familiar face in alien places, jumpstart your career, and provide you with the replacement at work when you're sick. Once you show vulnerability to those around you, you will have a community to trust, just like I do now. Just as the great Canadian philosopher Drake once said, between us, just like picket fences, you got issues that I won't mention for now. Go out, my friends, break those picket fences down. Build relationships and form your community. Leave the legacy of compassion that you all have left on me. Thank you all for being part of my irreplaceable community. And congratulations, my friends.
Thank you, David. Our next speaker is definitely not as tall as Mr. Martin, but her actions are certainly mighty. She has now served on our school's executive board for 2 years, in addition to her 2 years spent serving alongside our class council members. She is passionate and hardworking, yet this patriot is also known for the joy she spreads to those around her. The staff chose her as our 2017 academic speaker in recognition of her academic accomplishments and impact on our school. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our friend, Miss Lori Wilby.
evening, everyone. To be honest, it's a little weird to be speaking from behind this podium. Usually, I'd be on the floor of the gymnasium for an assembly. But tonight, it is an honor to be your academic speaker. 4 years ago, I could not fathom this moment. There was absolutely no way I was going to be valedictorian. I was mostly worried about surviving Mr. Gardner's intimidating Honors World History course. So when valedictorian turned into the Latin honor system, tons of students became eligible to speak. This change welcomed students who were devoted to academics and extracurriculars, like me, because I like to sleep rather than maintain a perfect GPA. I was thinking about the things to compare our academic journey to, and the only thing I could definitely decide on was Mario Kart. You see, in Mario Kart, you have a ton of different courses with a variety of difficulties. Some people decide to challenge themselves by taking Rainbow Road. And for others, Moo Moo Meadow is a perfect difficulty. Regardless of the course, though, we all face some sort of adversity on the way. Whether it's getting hit by a turtle shell, bringing your A-day stuff instead of your B-day stuff, or falling off the course, things can complicate your success. But just like Mario Kart, success is unique for everyone. For me, it's finishing in 11th place and not 12th. All metaphors aside, though, academic success is a vast spectrum. For some of my classmates in calculus, academic success was the ability to program our calculators to perform functions that take many steps by hand. In ceramics, success was having a project that didn't explode in the kiln. And in English, academic success was defined by the ability to complete an essay the night before it was due. As a fellow 2B graduate, I have no wise words for the future. I know no more than any of you, and likely less than others. Personally, I'm at the very beginning of my Rainbow Road. It's not too difficult per se, but as always, I'm mentally prepared to fall off course and get confused with the direction of my future. Simply put, it'll be difficult, but in a way, I'll always be on track. So ultimately, for all of you, take your Rainbow Road, try, fail, and succeed eventually, and in your own way. Before I finish, I would like to say thank you to all of you for teaching me these past years. Thank you to my parents, acquaintances, family, friends, and teachers for preparing me to take on my Rainbow Road. Thank you, class of 2017.
Thank you, Lori. At this time, I would like to direct your attention to the field as seniors Beth Bauer, Mackenzie Fish, Soraya Marashi, Maybelle Morales, and David Rand perform Way Back When, dedicated to their graduating class.
We never had that much to do, so we just lay around in someone's house. Someday I'll have it all again, just like way back when. Back then we sleep until the afternoon, then we just get up and go outside. Open a window, let the breeze blow in, forget everything. Those will be the days that I'll be missing you. When I'm old and when I'm gray and when I stop working, I hope that I can say when all my days are done, we were just having fun.
Lying in the grass and fall asleep. Will I ever see that girl again? That girl from way back when.
Back then we used to share a lemonade and throw together everything we had, and then go driving in my parents' car. We never strayed too far. Those will be the days that I'll be missing you. When I'm old and when I'm gray and when I stop working, I hope that I can say when all my days are done, that I had my fun. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, yeah. Those will be the days I had my fun. Yeah, time can move so fast. Some things are made to last. Here's to you, my dear old friend, from way back when. Those will be the days that I'll be missing you. When I'm old and when I'm gray and when I stop working, I hope that I can say when all my days are done, that I had mine. Those will be the days that I'll be missing you. When I'm old and when I'm gray and when I stop working, I hope that I can say when all my days are done, that I had my fun.
Thank you, seniors. Now, how does one properly introduce the character that is Mr. Thomas Kennedy? While Mr. Kennedy has humbly graced many of us with his geometry or calculus expertise, most of us will remember him not for his exquisite brain power, but for the way he taught us to embrace, avoid the scrub life. He has made higher learning fun for all of his students. In fact, the excitement students feel for the start of his class is only outweighed by the widespread anticipation for the release of his rap mixtape. Mr. Kennedy has proven his knowledge of topics ranging from economics to business, American government, current events, and of course, the latest memes. Please give a warm round of applause for the man we wisely chose as our graduation speaker, Mr. Thomas Kennedy.
Thanks, Riley. 4 years, 1 presidential term, the lifespan of the Vine video service. You did it, fam. You're no longer cheese balls. I had many of you as freshmen. Others of you survived my calculus class, which is no small feat. I shared the worst morning of my life with some of you. Showing up late, bleeding after a car accident, and eating it out in the parking lot in the construction zone. That was great. I had a few of you as freshmen and seniors, which I question your decision making. I do have to thank this senior class for being the memeiest group ever to come through. Before last year, I had no idea what a meme was. Upon learning about memes, I realized I had been one for my entire life. I teach math here at Liberty because math is awesome and magical and useful and opens so many doors. But as you know, math is not my only love. I love learning about history and politics and economics and science and you all. Okay, now for the serious part. Turning pages. For some reason, ironically, I never really liked school. It's kind of weird that I ended up here. But one thing I can say is I never stopped loving learning. High school often has the impact through homework or studying or teacher guilt tripping of making learning a chore. The great part about learning after high school is you now have not only control about what you learn, but you have a strong base of knowledge from going through all your schooling experience that you can apply and learn anything you'd like to. Not only that, but we live in the best time to be an active learner. The internet has opened doors that were never opened before. The entire known history of China, a whole course on abstract algebra from MIT, theoretical physics, YouTube videos, podcasts, they're all just a click away. It has never been so easy to continue learning. Cherish this and take advantage of this as you move forward, no matter what you want to learn. As far as careers are concerned, I'm sure that the prospects look daunting. It's scary graduating from high school, but don't worry. You don't have to get your career right on the first try. I didn't. Public speaking was not my first career. What you need to do is find something that interests you, challenges you, where working hard feels correct, and where you can learn from your mistakes and improve. Then, figure out how to make enough money to make this career work for you. The dollar bills may seem tempting, but the most financially lucrative route is not always the most important route. In many ways, It's a trap. But more money never hurt the whole student loan situation. Lastly, treat people with kindness and compassion whenever you can. Friendships and family are some of the most important assets that anyone has. They will be great support vehicles as you take your first large step towards adulthood. Okay, now for the end part. I have a poem for you. I'm so glad we're together in the questionable weather, and for all the time that we had together. For those who don't know me, I have the onerous task of helping people path towards not hating math. My failures are frequent, but in review, I'm thankful to see my successes in you. If I had to give you just one thing today, never stop learning, no matter what they say. Live out your passions and discover some more. You can still change from who you were before. Graduation, it's here. You did it, you're on to continue to excel at whatever you've done. Thank you, class of 2017.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy. And now, by the power invested in me as the principal of Liberty High School, I hereby certify the members of the class of 2017 have met all graduation requirements as set forth by the Issaquah School Board of Directors and the State of Washington. At this time, please welcome a member of the Issaquah School Board and also the proud parent of a Liberty High School graduate here tonight, Ms. Marnie Meralda.
Thank you, Principal Martin. And congratulations, class of 2017. And as Principal Martin mentioned, I am speaking to you not only as a member of the Issaquah School Board, but also as a parent of a graduating Liberty High School student. So as a warning, I have had some trepidation about actually being able to get through this speech. So in case I become a puddle of tears and begin sobbing uncontrollably, Director Suzanne Weaver has agreed to step up and volunteer to finish my speech if necessary. And you think I'm kidding, but oh no. So I doubt I am the only one who's shed a tear or two already tonight. And I've seen posts on Facebook all last week, so I know from some of the parents that I'm not alone. I think I heard one parent talk about their kid in kindergarten, and I know which one of you it is, that clung to his mother's leg and cried at kindergarten, going, "Don't leave, don't leave." And I said back, yeah, that's going to be you when he goes off to college. You're going to be grabbing his leg, going, "Don't leave." So my first charge to the class of 2017 is to be patient with your parents as we all transition in this relationship. See, this is your commencement. It's the beginning of your adulthood, whether you like it or not. A celebration of the learning and the growing that you've achieved and of where you're headed next. But for those of us who are parents, and here comes the tears, we look at you and we still see that tiny person we held back in the 20th century. I said 20th century because everybody younger than you will remind you that, oh my gosh, you were born in the 20th century? Yeah, get used to it. So we held you and we calculated in our head, 2017. Oh my gosh, that's so far away. Yet now it's here. And today it rings like a buzzer at the end of a game. So we hope we've instilled in you all that you need to know as you move to the next step in life. And we'll still feel the need to parent you sometime. But you know what? We'll step back in awe of the things you've accomplished, of the maturity that you show, and the responsibilities you take on. So be patient with your parents. My second charge for you is really something I've been contemplating a lot, and that's what is success? So define success for yourself, or really redefine success. So each of you has met a measure of success to get here today, and you all didn't take the same path. You all had individual routes to your success. Your sense of accomplishment and satisfaction may or may not depend on titles or material things or awards. What is important is the principles you use to define success. I think a unique way of looking at success is to endeavor to do the right thing while being content with where you are in the process towards your goal. Now, this may seem counterintuitive. How can you strive towards a goal and be content? But really, it's about enjoying the moment, enjoying the stage in life. Sometimes it's easy to think, oh, once I get to this level, then I'll be happy, then I'll be satisfied. Once I get my license, once I graduate from college, once the middle school is done with construction, once the high school is done with construction. There's a sense that success and satisfaction and contentment is somewhere in the future after some event. So my charge to you is to enjoy the here and now, enjoy the place you're in. Yes, big and wonderful things may be in your future, but they happen through the slow progression of small, deliberate choices you make each day. Be satisfied in the midst of your progress. Rest in the contentment of where you are in your journey. All the while, do what's good, do what's right, what enriches your community. So, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I accept Principal Martin's verification that these Liberty High School students have met the requirements set forth by the Board of Directors of the Issaquah School District and the state of Washington. They are officially accepted as the Liberty High School graduating class of 2017.
Thank you, Ms. Meraldo. Parents, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. Mr. Henry Level and Ms. Julie Larson will read the name of each senior as we walk across stage to receive our diploma.
Parker Sayers,
Aiden Lamprey,
Sloan Zerda,
Joseph Jarman,
Sally Seligoy,
Kendra Selby,
Doolin Hayden,
Lindsay Van Gerpen,
Stephanie McCarty,
Jessica Spradling,
Anna Berry,
Amanda Ross,
Megan Kirschner,
Isabel Colton,
Callan Mackey,
Caitlin Dibbing.
Kendall Aramaki.
Aislinn McVicker.
Lori Willoughby.
Hannah Fadler.
David Rand.
Tiffany Yamasaki.
Riley McNutt.
Danielle Roy.
Brianna Fisher.
Kaliko Parilla.
Kira Murillo.
Cameron Spaeth.
Jesse Yu.
Trent Carter.
Jenny Dang.
Brian Toro.
Crystal Singh.
Jared Winfield.
Aaron Tessier.
Jane Dono.
Renee Wong.
Colette Beckman.
Belle Wong.
Albertina Kaiser.
Maybelle Morales.
Hannah Edmonds.
Soraya Marashi.
Mackenzie Fish.
Elizabeth Bauer.
Grant Kane.
Nick Bartholet.
Hogan Primesburg.
Evan McCallion.
Duncan Olson.
Jordan McCallum.
Paul White.
Tyler Deaver.
Austin Regis.
Pierce Suarez.
Jalen Rose.
Alex Phillips.
Cody Hughes.
Jake Weber.
Tori Anderson.
Alexis Sandman.
Isaiah Owens.
Alexis Cerna.
Ethan Diaz.
Madeline Peters.
Max Sands.
Taylor Kritsky.
Blake McAllister.
Juan Flores.
Mikey Walter.
Chris Nelson.
Bo Moad.
Maxwell Filippo.
Boris Carias.
Flavius Purdy.
Catherine Acuff.
Jonathan Agabo Cruz.
Jada Wu.
Oscar Santos.
Riley Wingerson.
Skylar Rowe.
Casey Winter.
Cameron Roberson.
Carrie Lundbandith.
Nathan Pizarro.
Kaya McLaren.
Zach Jeter.
Catherine Cook.
Ian Briggs.
Isabella Kohler.
Brian Smith.
Alexis Goodman.
Noah Pritchett.
Jason Hurwitz.
Yilang Bang.
McKaylee King. Con Wynn.
Jarrett Batchelor.
Luke Frey.
Andre Dennis.
Luke Hall.
Ronald Lamb.
Bryce Nobla.
Nicole Leung.
Benjamin Graham.
Anna Woldstad.
Jordan Williams.
Andy Wynn.
Alex Rayford.
Kiani Wong.
Bridget Takeuchi.
Calvin Perry.
Kate Svensson.
Cameron Moe.
Kelsey Takeuchi.
Trevor Tran.
Grace Blue.
Benjamin Poyle.
Lester Louis DeLang.
Anthony Allegretti.
Anya Williams.
Andrew Bui.
Ashley Vong.
Ethan Lee.
Jennifer Tasaka.
Michaela Caveney.
Fernanda McGregor.
Junie Botello.
Laureen Khalil.
Mosiana Kuyata.
Shelby Chapman.
Amy Tran.
Tyler Case.
Grace Fan.
Stephen Pomeroy.
Samantha Ibarra.
Kiernan McIntyre.
Sydney Benton.
Ryan Marth.
Agata Schlendek.
Samantha Peterson.
Ireland Murphy.
Kayla Morton.
Jamie Shaw.
Jamie Pena.
Rachel Williams.
Jason Rhodes.
Betsy Ferris.
Jennifer Johansson.
Harkiran Singh.
Margarita Melnikova.
Brittany Toombs.
Kennedy Brown.
Nicole Diatori.
Izzy Teasley.
Christina Kirkevold.
Sam Millico.
Zachary Robinson Blair.
Drake Dixon.
Madison Nendick.
Hunter Simpson.
Sydney Ching.
Haley Sefi Sear.
Alex Ellis.
Mark Valladolid.
Elliot Swan.
Brendan Nielsen.
Dale Franco.
Robert Wong.
Pedro Cosaleon.
Zachary Symington.
Troy Nelson.
Peyton Bell.
Christopher Butler.
Abimael Sanchez.
Emily Jacobson.
Andrew Moraldo.
Sydney Hartford.
Tanner Raymond.
Brendan Weibel.
Cameron Lautenschlager.
Brendan Chin.
Samantha Kelderman.
Damanpreet Kaur.
Martin Klatt.
Sabrina Suen.
Armand Aleon.
Logan Allen.
Jake Noblick.
Wyatt Waters.
Roberto Alegrea Diaz.
Matthew Osodio.
Tristan Boots.
Ethan Fridley.
Russell Schmidt.
Ian Weiss.
Dayton Garcia.
Garrett Waters.
Jake Foster.
Jill Polson.
Christina Chow.
Simon Soprono.
Andolyn McCammon.
Dee Elmore.
Megan Bowie.
Caitlin Staples.
Marcos Dakanai IV.
Miranda Padilla.
Lauren Hyun.
Cameron Ryberg.
Sophia Wartina.
Taylor Kaziski.
Sarah Zimmerman.
Jane Fitzgerald.
Nicole Nearcorn.
Brenna Sermeno.
Julia Spain.
Deborah Daniel.
Cass Gertley.
Kayla Beal.
Abigail Tenna.
Leilani Bruce.
Isabella Francavilla.
Lillian Donahoe.
Jaslyn Kenyon.
Catherine Wright.
Trevor Guston.
Anthony Ackerman.
Caroline Dunlap.
Mevin McLean.
Samantha Ing.
Duncan Magendans.
Skylar Radford.
Megan Yu.
Mandy Latham.
Celine Cho.
Jordan Nayland.
Sienna Rice.
Madison Brendan.
Cheyenne Rice.
Kylie Kirksey.
Siri Bott. Jyotsna Kuramkote. Rachel McKee. Kaylee Kupferer. Kendall Kupferer. Joshua Gibbons. Selena Hu. Shayla Simpson. Mark Crowder. Ron Fine.
Please join me in welcoming seniors Joseph Jarman and Danielle Roy to lead us in our alma mater.
Please rise for the alma mater. For years together in our school, where all our hearts abide, by graduation torn apart, were scattered far and wide. Yet still when two or three shall meet, the memories will hold true. We'll sing about the patriots in silver, green, and blue.
You may be seated. All graduates, please rise. Let's make this official. Class of 2017, please move your tassels.